There's one minor thing that Ken didn't bother to ask in stating all that, and that is, do you think Nile's music is Malibu's music?
Nile's music is definitely Malibu's music.
All of the music you're hearing now is Malibu music because he wrote it here and we put it together here. So it's Malibu music.
And it's a new kind of Malibu. It's a new kind of Malibu music because people hear the old Malibu music and they think of
the Beach Boys, Adventures.
It isn't that type of thing at all. No, it's rock and roll and it's good time and it's got some arrangement and some instrumentation, but the main thing is we rock out. And the people around here like to rock and roll. They enjoy life. The lifestyle that they lead forces them to be on a faster plane, and our band is fortunately able to cruise right along at the same speed.
Yeah, but at the same time, Malibu is the kind of place where punk rock just would not cut it, and we're not punk rock at all.
No.
So, we're just good, clean, straight ahead rock and roll, basically. And with the possible exception of the surf punks, I guess. But they, they never play here. And they're the only other Malibu rock and roll band that I can remember. It's really rock and roll, not country rock or something like that.
You don't think Malibu's country music?
There's definitely an element of that around, but
there's a little country everywhere.
There's a little everywhere. Everything everywhere.
No, I think that punk possibly hit the fringes of Malibu, but never affected it. And when we came to California and found Malibu, it was a lot like being in Boulder, back in Boulder, Colorado. Young, hip town, and we got a lot of good supporters that enabled us to feel good about our music, and now we've been able to develop our show, so we're doing 4 shows a night, and it's all Malibu music. And the people still come and have a good time, and it's enabled us to develop our show, develop our style. Our neighbors come out, they stand in front of the band, they scream, they yell, they have a good time, they egg you on, and Bubba will be playing the lead, and our next door neighbor will be milking Gonzo, and Bubba's lead will it takes off, it just forces you to get enthused as well.
Well, all the locals like guitar players anyway.
So if we got the impression that the populace of Malibu identifies with you to some degree, and that you somehow come across as sort of current representatives of, or spokesmen almost, would that be an accident? Do you see them seeing that, or would you dislike that image?
It would be an accident if it happened, because it wasn't something that we planned on, but it would be a nice accident.
Yeah.
I think the reason that people of Malibu like us is because we're positive, we have a good time, the songs are about are all positive, there's no real negative kind of thing. The thing with punk music, I think the reason that didn't happen on here is because it is negative, it's violent, and people out here are just like mellow, just want to have a good time, and just surf and like, hey man, Malibu, like, wow, laid back, just have a party and have fun, And we're real positive and have fun, we party with them, so they like us.
We party with the town, and that's why the town's accepted us.
Yeah, we were real lucky too, because we sort of just came in here from Boulder, Colorado, out of the blue, ended up in Malibu, but we had something immediately to offer the community, which just helped us meet people. It's not the kind of community I don't think where you would meet a lot of people real fast if you just came in, if you had bought a $500,000 house next door and moved in. You wouldn't meet a lot of people right away. But we came in, we started playing down at Trancas, and we immediately had something the community wanted and needed to offer to them, and we were here consistently. It really helped us meet a lot of the younger people anyhow. A few of the older people, our neighbors, when we rehearse all night long. A few of them aren't quite so psyched on us, but by and large, I think we have, you know, a good rapport with everybody around here because we came in with something to offer the community. Certainly helps.
Well, where else do you play besides Malibu?
Since we've been here in California, we've played probably. Well, we started off playing in Arizona when we first came to California.
Our first gig was in Arizona.
And we quit doing that because we were accomplishing nothing back in Colorado. We were touring the Midwest states away from the record business. We came out to Los Angeles to be near the record business, and we found ourselves going to Arizona to play. So we stopped that, stuck around here, but since then we've played from San Diego to San Francisco and all parts in between. We bounce all the time, continually, playing pavilions, large hotels, whatever happens to come up. We use Trancas Beach Restaurant here in Malibu as our home base club, and from there we tour, but never any place that we can't come back to be readily available to Los Angeles. We do some shows up in San Francisco and we'll stay up there. We have some friends and we'll do some taping up there. But other than that, we played Knott's Berry Farm quite a bit, and that's a good gig.
What's wrong with your eye?
There'll be 25,000 people in the park, and probably a minimum of 5,000 people will see our 4 shows that we do, so that's good exposure. And it's a different kind of crowd. It's young. They really enjoy the music just because they love the energy that's thrown out. And again, it's something that we can feed off of. So that's one of the jobs that we like playing. Yes.
He's great. He's great. This guy's a salesman right here, boy. He's the only one to really lay the bullshit out like that. I mean, it's one of those jobs we really enjoy playing.
Is that true, Mike? Are you the front man?
Huh? Not the front man.
I mean, no, when it comes to, yeah. Do you go in and do
the group? Yes.
Make the first meeting.
One rule I learned long ago: if you're going to be the businessman, don't handle the money too. It's too easy to get yourself caught into a corner.
Yeah,
nice.
by me, because he pays me shit out of me.
No, it's nice to divide the responsibilities, and we'd like to find a good manager or producer, record company that would assign us management to handle the business end of things, to handle putting the gigs together, making the arrangements.
August 3rd?
Yes. We'd like to have that type of opportunity to work with some good people, and we are looking for some good people, but we want some people that are going to be 100% behind the band. They're going to be into the band as much as we are. And so until then, we represent ourselves. And I'm doing that right now.
Doing what?
Trying to find a gig for this band. Does anybody out there have a gig? Have a band we'll play?
Or
That's our motto. You pay, we play.
We just put an ad in the paper that said, to that exact effect, Nile is available for your private party.
We'll play anything. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, circumcisions, anything.
Divorces. They're big.
Wakes.
Just lost a wake.
Yeah, well, it could have been a wake.
They weren't Irish.
Yeah. Sweet 16. Disasters.
Sweet 16.
I've heard you say that you think that people are ready for a good song again. Is that basically your musical philosophy, or would you expand on that?
When I said that, I was referring to the punk
Specific.
rock and roll movement at the time. I think that people would like to find a good song again. People are listening to good songs again, and that's what we tried to do. What Jethro said, we don't want to bang anybody's head on the ground. We don't want to be negative. We'd like to feel good. We feel good when we play, and so that's what we're trying to get across. We try to make good songs with nice chords and nice changes, and something that's you can have a good time to stand up, rock and roll, dance out, do whatever you want, shake your body, shake your booty.
Good songs come along, and if they're good bands too, they last. You know, like some of my favorite groups that, you know, when they first came out, and they're not so much now because I'm grown tired of them. You know, like Foreigner, you know, they came out with some good rock and roll tunes, and they're still around. They lasted. They made some money on it. Any of the other, you know, groups that are well known now that all you hear, you know, and why not? We can come across with a good one.
Don't want to be no flash in the pan.
Exactly.
Want to get big.
That's it.
Get lots of records sold. Get rich. Stay rich. Stay rich some more.
Get richer.
And then retire at 35 with $5 or $6 billion.
Well, we better get
And
down.
one of my plans is I want to buy the Pacific Ocean.
As long as it includes Point Doom. Under one condition, you can't run the locals out.
Yeah. Basically, we just, we're all greedy, and we want to make it, and we figure, throw them out a bunch of stupid songs that don't mean anything, and what you get back. Throw out some real meaningful songs like Cadillac Taxi. Great ones that we had.
Boulder Turnpike.
Things that people can snap their fingers to and stomp their feet, maybe even make love to, who knows, but, where was I? Oh, I was making no sense.
Mike, you think he's got an accurate picture of what you're doing, or is...
He's putting you on.
Me? I never put anybody on.
Jethro's putting you on.
No, I think one of the reasons I joined this band was because I was broke. No,
No, because you wanted to get broke.
Yeah. No, I joined the band because I like the material, I like the songs, I like the people. It's a family thing, and I believe in the band. If I didn't believe in the band, I couldn't hang around with these guys because they're all jerks. But I do believe in the band. I think we're real close to a deal. I think we're going to have a bunch of hit records, and I think we're going to get rich.
And so on, and so on.
And by the Pacific Ocean.
Right. So,
Was that
back to you, Mike.
was that your plan when you made the decision to come from Boulder? Came out to get richer.
Well, he wasn't out here to serve, that's for sure.
Well, money is nice, and it
Oh, bullshit. Money's great.
money is nice, and it makes life easier to live in a lot of respects. However, the main reason for coming out was to really tackle the Los Angeles music machine head on and see if we really could get a record deal, see if we really could reach national potential and play some places and have the opportunities to play possibly with some fellow musicians that we never would have had back in Boulder, Colorado.
That's right, that's when they found me.
Yeah, he was playing with Sly Stone at the time, and
Yes, I quit to join this band.
Did you come out as scout first, or did the whole group come together?
I came out first, and I brought out a tape with us. Tape
Came
with
out
us.
first.
I came out first by myself, and I brought a tape out with me.
Cut, sorry.
And, yeah, I came out first, and
Now it started 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yes, is it 2 years ago? My God.
It all started in Boulder.
No, I did come out about a little over a year and a half ago by myself and brought some tunes out with me, and at the time was able to get enough interest generated that we found some management and some backing, and that's what got the act on the road and brought us out to California, got us established in Malibu and got us working, and then we had some ups and downs both with our management and some of the personnel in the band, and we auditioned several drummers and found Jethro to be our man Jethro. And when we came out, we all had it in mind. We were a successful band back in Colorado. We had a circuit in the Midwest that we had played enough times that the money was good, and there was a certain peak that had been achieved there. And it was just time to take the material and get some exposure on vinyl.
either break up or do something with
right? You can only go so far, and then a group's either going to break up, or if you honestly feel that you've got that potential, you can't mess around, you're only getting older. And so, out to California, talk to the record people, see what we can possibly generate.
Just must remember that money is not important. Money can buy you happiness,
But it can't.
but you can have a lot of fun trying.
I think we.
I'm in it for the money.
I want to ask a couple of songs. I've got half-ass serious out of these guys.
Go ahead.
Half-ass.
Really, I mean, go for it while you can.
Okay, how hot was
I gotta,
Yeah,
I've got to
was
go to bed early
120.
because I'm going to do some surfing tomorrow if there's anything out there. I've got to get up early to do it.
What time are you gonna go out there?
I don't know. When's the tide?
When Mike said, when Mike called from Hollywood and said, "Hey, I think we're all going to live in Malibu Beach," was surfing the first thing?
Wasn't really that way.
How did that work?
Well, he came back with the results from the tape. We were off. We took a couple weeks off. I was going to go to Cleveland with my wife, but we didn't make enough money that week in Arizona to do it.
I went to the Virgin Islands.
Really? You rock. He goes to California, and I stayed home and had a good time. But he came back with all this as well. You got to lay it on the line, you know. Well, he had some tapes of Kari too, you know, some stuff, and he thought, wow, that voice with this band would sound pretty good, you know. So basically, that's when it started moving that way, and he came back with the backing. Said we can all move to California. That was just it, California, you know. Where? Well, Malibu. Okay. We had to discuss that, you know, with our wives and everything. It was a whole total movement,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Pick
Everybody,
up the family.
family sold shit, you know, rented a big U-Haul truck and threw everybody's property and equipment into them and drove 8 vehicles out here. It's just a total caravan and everything. It was a real spur of the moment thing.